Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are seeing this video. Yeah, my name is Benny Chinonso, and all what I talk about ways we can parent our children as parents. I've already to understand. See, parenting is hard work. So, when you are happy that you have given birth to a child, put it at the back of your mind that I'm in for responsibility, not just financially, you know, especially to the father that feels you provided the financial things in the house, so there's no need being in the house. That you might be wrong. So I would say that let's get started today. Today we're going to talk about something very important, and that is sleeping habits for children. What are the sleeping habits your children need to cultivate? What are the things that your children need to cultivate as they are growing? Bible says, train up a child in the way it should go. When he old, he will not depart from it. In my own house, when I was growing up, we were used to sleeping very early. That was the routine in the house. We were very used to sleeping very, very early, right? 9 p.m. at most. Why should you still be awake after 9 p.m., right? So even if you not have any other activity to do as a parent, when the children go to sleep, you cannot go over to start doing your activities. But what are these effective habits your children need to learn about sleep? Number one thing is this: you should ensure you teach your children good bedtime routine. Like, they should know that by this time we should be on bed. In my own house presently, like I said, I have two kids, two boys. One is 4 and the other is 2. Now, in my own house presently, they know 8 p.m. you should be on bed. 8 p.m. that's the rule. That's the rule in the house. 8 p.m. you should be in bed. So whatever thing they are doing, whatever play they are doing. In fact, my first child presently is so used to that 8 p.m. that even when you don't tell him go and sleep, 8 p.m. is already sleeping. You understand? It just logs out by 8 p.m. So it's the other one that will not start dragging with or go and sleep, stuff like that. So your time should be fixed. Like, okay, this is the time to sleep. Probably there are some, maybe 1 or 2 things that's not causing a delay, and that should be rare occasion. Not that anytime they can sleep, and you see them in the morning when they wake up looking so somehow because they've not had enough sleep. Because children need enough sleep. They need like 9 hours sleep. Children need like 9 hours sleep. So since you now know that they need like 9 hours sleep, by what time do you think it's comfortable for them to start sleeping? By what time do you think it's comfortable for children to start sleeping? And by what time do you think it's comfortable for children to be awake in the morning? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section. By what time do you think it's advisable for your children to go to bed, and by what time do you think it's advisable for them to wake up? Let me know in the comment section. For me, mine is 8 p.m. They start sleeping by 8 p.m. till 6 in the morning, because children need enough sleep. It helps to give them the energy for the next day. It helps to make them stay alert, make them stay focused, make them to be so full of life, full of energy. So that's number one. Ensure you have good sleep routine. Number 2 is this: look for ways to make them sleep early. Like, if you're going to use maybe storytelling, ensure you imbibe that. If you're going to use maybe prayers, just ensure you do something, especially when you're having toddlers. Ensure you do something. Or let's say the routine should be, okay, after we finish bathing, after we finish eating, after we finish doing our assignment, okay, let's start from there. After our assignment, we'll eat. After eating, we'll bathe, to brush our teeth, then go to the bed. So they know the routine. They know from this to this, from this. So when there are few exceptions, yeah, they know that this one is exception. Because I understand that children need family time together. Children need time out together. Those will be the few exceptions, right? Those will be the few exceptions. Not that it's a routine. So that when they wake up, they are waking up smart. That That's number 2. The number 3 thing I have on my list is this: try to reduce the water intake they are taking in the evenings. Your children, what I do in the mornings is, whenever I'm putting my children water in their can to take to school, I tell them, make sure you finish your water. They know that it's a routine. Immediately I say, make sure you finish, they will conclude it, your water. Make sure you finish, the next thing is your food. Make sure you finish your snacks. They know that. But in the evenings, reduce their water. Why? Reduce your water intake. Why? Because you don't want children that will always be waking up at night to go and wee. I know some children, immediately they wake up at night to go and wee, it will be very difficult for them. It will be very difficult for them to go back to sleep immediately. You understand? And you too, probably you're having smaller children, those toddlers. If you waking them up to wee, it's also disrupting your own sleep as well. Most especially if you're a working class person. So reduce their water intake. Let them eat their dinner early. Then reduce their water intake. Then let them go to bed early. You will see them when they wake up in the morning, they wake up smart. And when they wake up, the first thing you should give to them is water. Yeah. When they wake up now, the first thing you should give to them is water. Try this method and you see that you have a more happy child, you have a more smart child, and you have a more elder child. Just try this method. That's number 3. Number 4, I will advise, do not give your children caffeine. Children are not supposed to take caffeine. What are they taking caffeine for? But those people outside Nigeria, especially if you are watching me outside Nigeria, for example, their children take caffeine for whatever reason I don't know. Caffeine is not advisable for children. So, but if you must give your children caffeine, give them very little amount of caffeine. If you must give them caffeine, give them very little amount of caffeine. I beg of you. We all know the side effect of caffeine. I don't want to digress into that. So, if they must take caffeine, let them take very little amount of very, very little amount of caffeine. Very little. But for me, I will tell you is this: don't give them caffeine at all. Why? Number 1, we all know that caffeine, when they take caffeine, children will not be finding it very difficult for them to sleep. You yourself, I remember when I was preparing for my exam then in school, if I want to stay awake sometimes, I have to take caffeine, right? Just to stay awake. Now imagine children taking caffeine with that their young age, with their mentality, with their health. You don't need that for your children at all. You don't need that for your children. So please ensure, don't give your children caffeine, or if you must give to them, please let it be very, very little. Let it be very, very small, please. That's number 4. Number 5, reduce the sugar intake for them in the evenings. First of all, the breakdown of sugar is what? Glucose, right? And glucose is what? Energy, right? Energy. Now, you giving them sugar at night means you want them to be hyperactive at night, right? You want them to be hyperactive at night. So you don't need that for your children at all. So please ensure you reduce the quantity of sugar intake they are taking in the evenings. It's either you give them a very little quantity, or don't give them at all. Yeah, they will be okay. They'll be fine. I know you love your kids. I love my kids as well. But what we are trying to achieve here is having children that are healthy. And by healthiness, I mean total well-being. That's number 5. Reduce their intake of sugar. Number 6, reduce their nap time. Reduce the time they sleep in the afternoon. Okay, let the time that they are taking their nap fall between 12 p.m., 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Anything more than that is a no-no. So, as I was saying, reduce the nap for your children. Like, let's say, if your children start sleeping from 12 p.m. and they wake 3 p.m. or 2 p.m., it's fine. But anything more than that, let's say they are sleeping by, let's say, 4 p.m. When are they going to wake? When would they sleep? You see? So in that kind of situation, probably your child is feeling like sleeping from 4 p.m. Just try to do something that will keep them awake. At least you can just stay till 7 p.m. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Instead of making them sleep and then they will now wake by 7 p.m. When would they not sleep again? So reduce their nap intake. Reduce the way they sleep in the afternoons. It will help a lot. It will help them a lot. Right? It will help them to have a good sleep at night. And it will help you to have a good sleep at night. Because now pikin wey sleep, then mama go fit sleep. Pikin wey no sleep, mama no go fit sleep. It's not possible. Am I communicating? Good. And the seventh one I have that to wrap everything off right now is this. Be a role model. If you say no screen time or no screen time whenever you get to the bedroom, ensure you do that. You are their first teacher and you will always be their first teacher. If you say when you get to the bedroom, no screen time, ensure you are doing it. If you say by 8 p.m. we are going to bed, at least they should see that seriousness in you that okay, you're just trying to put them to bed, then you yourself you are going to bed after which. Not that you want to go and watch a movie. You want to go and watch a movie and you're telling them to go and sleep. Who born you? Who born you? You don't know that the generation always outsmart the previous generation. They will just allow you to go to bed, or they'll be watching it. You don't know children. So please, whatever thing you want your children to do, ensure you are doing it. Be a model that they are saying. Be the model that they are saying, and it will help a lot. It will help them a lot, right? So I have a question right now, and it's this: what is the perfect time for your kids to sleep? What's the perfect time do you think is necessary for your kids to sleep? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you want me to address any topic with regards to parenting, please let me know as well in the comment section, and I'll be there to answer every of your question. So until we meet again, today is Friday, so we are going to meet again on Monday 11 a.m. except something comes up. Until we meet again, stay well, stay safe, take care of your kids. Bye for now. Don't forget Benito loves you. Bye for now.